beautiful souls. I am now going to compare the For the Tarot to the original Rider Waite deck. I recently unboxed this, and in the deck itself, it comes with a folded guidebook. Very specific din yung instructions, like yung Pasok Mga Suki tells you about his experience in like with doing the tarot readings. Sabi niya, I noticed that people get scared of the imagery, kaya medyo intense yung mga reactions nila. So late 2023, I decided to create this deck to remove the intimidating factor. Even yung stigma ng tarot na nakakatakot siya. After all, tarot readings are as simple as conversations between two people, catching up and sharing experiences. So I do hope you enjoy using this deck. If you check my review of the oracle that this particular, the maker of the deck, Josh, made yung Ansabi Oracle, it's specifically like that. It's like you're talking to a friend. About For the Tarot, ang message of the creator is, I've always been a fan of the Practical Magic Tarot deck. Hi, Miss Chingay. It has the ability to give messages in a fun, colorful way na tipong hindi ka matatakot kahit anong card yung lumabas. At the same time, padami ng padami ang mga nakikinig and nanonood ng tarot reading sa TikTok, and they're mostly Gen Zs. With that in mind, I said, why not create a deck that speaks Gen Z language? Kaya ayan na si For the Tarot deck. Opo. I mentioned my love for PM decks, so I incorporated the element of having the keywords and phrases on the cards para mas magets yun ng reader and ng coherent and at the same time, I'm not yet sure kung makagawa ako ng guidebook. Abangan ng mga susunod na kabanata po. Then, meron ding summary ng Minor Arcana. Sa Minor Arcana naman, yung lampara niya is the Suit of Wands. Pichel will be the Suit of Cups, of course. Espada is your swords. Celio is your pentacles. Ang explanation niya bakit Celio yung pentacles, you know how postage stamps are used for snail mail. They correspond to the amount of the mail you're about to send, as if it's a different currency. May katwira naman siya. Currency equals to money, money equals to coins, coins is equal to pentacles, OWT, diba? Charis. And he also gives the zodiac sign associated with the pentacles or the earth sign. So this is your energies ng earth signs, which is the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ang suit na to represents finances and resources. Yung pitchel naman, the concept behind the pitchel in the deck is how we gradually achieve that Ten of Cups energy. Kaya unti-unti nakaka-flowers yung mga aesthetic ng pitchel. Zodiac signs, syempre yung water signs mo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This suit governs emotions and feelings. Balik tayo sa lampara. Ang lampara corresponds to the suit of wands. Yung idea na lampara came from a typical depiction of a light bulb para pag naisip tayong bagong idea o for the depiction is Akla. Si Akla. Tama naman. Kasi yung wands card is for major mga action. So, yung idea ng lampara come from the typical depiction of light bulb, yung mga light bulb moment mo. So, this suit is the suit of the fire signs like your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this suit, ang energy nito is for passion and creativity. Yung espada naman is the swords. I think out of all the suits, this is the one that I kept. So, ito lang yung kinip niya na kasi espada is swords din. Just because wala akong mahanap na ibang term as well as picture of a balisong na free for commercial use, I'm sorry. Zodiac signs is the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, energy, intellect, and mind. So, meron pa siyang disclaimer dito. All assets are from rookiemag.com and Canva. So, I really like the concept kasi sobrang gaang niya. Very Gen Z nga. So let's compare each of the cards, okay? So syempre, mag-start tayo sa Major Arcana and this is your full card. When you check both of the cards, actually, he kept almost everything, no? Ang ganda nga ng depiction niya dun sa The Fool kasi parang backpacker na naglalakbay. So, ang nakalagay dito, yung ano niya, yung clue word niya sa ilalim is for the Gora Bells. Kasi a fool is the start of a journey, okay? So, it really depicts the energy of the fool. He also has the waves here or mountains ba yan? Pero mukhang waves kasi merong ang depiction kasi dito sa ano, sa the full card is more of a mountainous range ang tingin ko ha. But this one, ang depiction niya is parang river, parang ano, waves ng dagat tapos meron ako nakitang bangka. He also kept the dog. Actually, yung dog, may significance kasi yan. The dog is the one, parang ano to, it's the one na pumipigil sa'yo for making a drastic decision. You can see the dog tugging on the back of the fool. Ang fool is the start of the journey. Meron tayong tinatawag na Fool's Journey sa Major Arcana. This is what you need to undergo when you start reading. So, basically, ang story ng Major Arcana is how the Fool starts on the journey and gains enlightenment. So, for the Gorabels, tama naman kasi start ng journey to. You can see na maski the person is not really looking forward, parang nakatingin siya sa surroundings niya, ma-feel mo pa rin yung excitement niya on going on another journey. And I still see the sun, pero it looks like a star to me. Pero I think this is the sun because it's yellow. So pasok pa rin sa banga ang kanyang ano, ang kanyang full card compared to the full card ng RWS. Next. Oh, the magician is the manifestor. Is a great manifestor. He can manifest things because he has access to all the four elements. As you can see in the magician card in the RWS, lahat ng suits meron siya. Meron siyang pentacle, meron siyang cups, and then he's holding a wand in his hand, and he's holding a sword, and then there's an infinity sign. So the magician card is a card for manifestation, and the magician itself is a great manifestor din. So, pag nakita mo siya, i-compare mo siya dito sa card ng For the Tarot, ang clue word niya is for the manifest. So, pasok pa rin siya dun sa meaning ng Rider-Waite magician. If you can see, all the elements are also of the suits in this particular deck are present. You have the lampara, the pitchel, the stamp, and the sword or espada. So, instead of like doing the sign as above, so below, he is like doing the gasho, I think the prayer hand symbol here, which is also good. It's like praying for things to manifest. Okay, next. Ang high priestess niya is also it's also greatly thought of. Parang you can see you can see that you have the pomegranate fruit here, which is a symbol of wisdom. The books are also present here. For example, the high priestess in the Rider-Waite holds the parang Torah to. And then for the B and J column, you have the columns here ng National, ano to? National Library pa to? National something. And then you can see na open yung third eye nung image. Kasi the high priestess is a card of intuition. So when the high priestess is drawn in a reading, it means that you should take heed of your intuition. So tama nga, for the kutob. So kung ano yung kutob mo, yun yung tama. Nice. The Empress card, sa kanya, I think this is a statue of Venus. So, for the mudra, actually, ang ruling planet ng the Empress, if you can see, this is the planet Venus. Kaya siya, motherly yung energy ng the Empress card. It denotes prosperity and a very mother energy. That's the reason why sabi niya dito, ang clue word niya is for the mudra. Okay, next. Next is for the emperor or for the air path. The emperor kasi also exudes fatherly energy. This is the counterpart of the empress card. So, pasok pa rin for the air path. Tama naman. Okay. Next, Hierophant. Ang Hierophant kasi is like you are governed with by the rules of a certain organization. In this instance, it's the church, okay? So, kaya for the old school kasi kapag nabunot mo yung Hierophant, it explains a person na very very old school kasi he follows the process, he's very nakakahon, I mean, kung ano yung nakagasnan niya, yun na. Kaya, old school ang ano niya. Pasok naman yung keyword niya. Ang galing. So, eto naman, lover's card, kaya ang depiction niya for the jowa bells. Instead of the angel, you can see the cupid here. Nice depiction for the jowa bells. Next, for the pasada, kasi ang chariot is also a card, parang it denotes a vehicle, it denotes a thing that is quickly coming through. It's also victory. So, pasok din naman niya for the pasada. Kasi most of the time, if you read the chariot card, it denotes yung literal meaning niya, parang it's a vehicle din. Next, sakalam. Sakalam, strength. I think yung sa kalam, ano ba yung linggo na 'to? Ibig sabihin sa kalam, ikaw lang nakakaalam, ganyan. Correct me if I'm wrong, pero kung ang meaning nito is ikaw lang ang nakakaalam, kasi with the inner strength kasi, 'pag sinabi mong strength card, it doesn't denote physical strength. It denotes your inner strength. Kaya siguro, kaya inner strength siya, kaya ikaw lang yung nakakaalam sa kalam. Well, nice depiction pa rin. The Hermit for the alone time. Yan. Kasi ang Hermit card is a card of like introspection, of like tuning into your inner environment or meditating, or ito yung ina-isolate mo yung sarili mo for you to be able to realize things. He kept the lampara here or the candle. Tama yung meaning niya for the alone time. So, very easy to, it's very easy to read with these cards, with this deck talaga. Ang Wheel of Fortune is a wheel. So, ang depiction niya for the gulong. Tama naman. What comes up must come down. It's like a wheel. Okay, tama. O, justice card. Siyempre, pag may justice, patas dapat. O, di ba? Justice is like being equal or equilibrium, seeking equilibrium from something. Tama naman, patas. Ang ganda ng depiction niya ng hangman, hindi nakakatakot. Kasi usually, pag nakabunot ka ng hangman sa reading, sasabihin mo na, ano to, nako, parang suspended. Pero siya, hindi niya, yung creator nito, he didn't think of the hangman as something negative, but instead, for the chillax. You might remember na, kaya siguro, pasok yung meaning niya, kasi, ang for the chillax is like taking your time to understand things or like in a different perspective. Yung hangman na to, ang pinaka-story nito, this was Odin, parang he hanged himself like upside down para magkaroon siya ng different perspective. So, for us to be able to be hanging in this position, chillax ka lang dyan until ma-realize mo kung ano yung bagong perspective mo. Maganda naman. Actually, death, tama siya dito. Death is not a scary card. when you say okay, let's go to the death card. It's what it is. Actually, nakuha niya dito yung hindi masyadong scary kasi if you think of death, lalo na pag may binabasa, oh my God, death card, sinong mamamatay? Hindi. Usually kasi, the death card is not a negative card. It denotes a change or pagbabago nga. Tama. And I appreciate him like, even if you have a skull here, nilagyan pa rin niya ng mga flowers para hindi siya nakakatakot. Very aesthetic yung dating. Nice. Next, temperance is like a card of balance. That's the reason why you see na yung angel here sa Rider-Waite, yung isang paa niya is on the water and yung isa nasa ground. And the angel is balancing the water coming from the two cups. So it's like balancing your emotions. You can see also the water here sa card na to and the angel. And then, ayun, tama yung keyword niya, balance. Very nice. Oh, ang devil kasi is a card of, tukso nga, is a card of temptation. It's like, a devil card dito sa RWS is like you are like trapped in a situation or parang nakakulong ka dun sa parang tukso na yon na hindi ka makaalis-alis. That's the reason why makikita mo may dalawang tao dito tapos may devil sa gitna tapos naka-chain sila. It's like parang being addicted to something, to a particular vice na hindi mo kayang bitawan. Tama siya, for the tukso. Ang ganda ng definition niya. Very straight to the point. So, your tower card here, I think, Monumento ni Rizal, very nice. For the biglaan. So, biglaan kasi yung change, very chaotic yung change when we like draw the tower card. As opposed to the death card, na ang change niya is parang hindi siya gano'n ka-intense. Intense siya, pero into hindi ka mabibigla. Ang tower card kasi, very biglaan nga yung pagbabago, yung change. And it will really take you away from your comfort zone. So, tama yung meaning niya, for the biglaan. So, next, one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is the star card. Ang star card talaga gives you hope. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck, like the sun card. So, tama yan, for the pag-asa. Ang moon, when you draw the moon card in a reading, it denotes that somebody is keeping secrets from you or pwedeng that person could not be trusted. So, tama siya, for the secret. The sun is one of the happiest cards in the deck. Ang depiction niya ay for the happy. Tama naman. Judgment is parang ang ingay ni Siri ko. Wait lang. So, next, yung judgment card. Judgment card is like, parang you rising up from the dead and it's like a realization card din. So, nakikita mo, if you see the judgment card, you see the dead rising up at the parang sa Revelations to yung second coming, parang ganyan. So, kapag it's, you woke up from the dead, mulat na mulat ka talaga yan. Ang dami mo na-realize na bagay-bagay. So, tama naman siya mulat. Next. So, the world is a card of completion. It's the last card of the major arcana. So, tama siya for the kumpleto kasi the world is completion. Next, we go to the suit of wands and the first one is, we're going to talk about the ace of wands or the lampara. For the spark. So, kasi, ang ace of wands is like actions. It's a very fiery suit. So, kaya spark siya. Pasok naman for the spark. So, it's the start of a spark. Next, It's like the two of wands is also when you are making or contemplating um, between two things or making a decision. So, tama naman siya for the decision yarn. The three of wands is denotes na parang you have already worked hard for something and you are just waiting for your ships to come in. Kaya for the express siya. Kasi hinihintay mo na pagdating ng mga bagay na pinaghirapan mo. Next. So, ang Four of Wands denotes a happy family life. Para kang nasa vacation nito kasi you're enjoying yourself. So, tama yung depiction niya for the bakasyon. Okay, eto kasi parang argue ka with different people. There is a struggle there. So, it might be na kaya kayo nag-argue kasi yun nga, medyo mayabang kayo. Kaya sabong yan eh. Kaya sabong yung depiction niya. It's like fighting among with other people. So, for the yabangan, lampara. Nice. Um, Eto kasi, the Six of Wands denotes somebody coming from victory that he recently won. Kaya, ang ano niya, clue word niya dito is for the nanalo na. Next. Okay, the Seven of Wands denotes na you are fending off other people, okay? Or other ones. Kaya nakikita mo, parang tinataboy niyo yung ibang ones. Parang he is holding his ground and defending something. So, ang depiction naman ng for the tarot dito, for the defense. Depends. Ganyan. Next, the Eight of Wands is a card of light. So, for the paspa siya, when you draw an Eight of Wands, it denotes that you're going to travel somewhere or it's a thing that's manifesting so quickly. So, mabilis to. It denotes when you associate it with time, it denotes something happening very quickly for the paspas. This one is the Nine of Wands means that you have overcome all your struggles. Tama naman siya. So, for the overcome. Ang card of for the care, natawa ko. So, Ten of Wands denotes that you are carrying more than you can. So, parang binubuhat mo lahat. So, kaya for the carry siya. Nice. But we shouldn't be allowing ourselves to hold more than we can, and we should also give a chance for ourselves to rest. So, for the carry, tama naman. Page of Wands is a person na very very parang driven, pabibo effect. So tama naman yung depiction niya for the masigasig. Ang tawag sa kanya page bagito kasi bagito is like term for like a young man. Next. Ang Knight of Wands for the maasahan. So, ang Knight of Wands depiction nga is somebody you can depend on. Kasi ang Knight of Wands is a person who moves forward in whatever it is na gusto niyang mangyari. And he's the one that make things happen. Okay. Queen of Wands. Actually, mataray nga ang Queen of Wands kasi, pero I would say na para sa akin na mas mataray ang Queen of Swords. Ang Queen of Wands kasi, very organized yan. Parang yung entrepreneurship skills niya, very mataas. So, this is the one na can depict a boss sa isang company na very strict, na very organized, na very on point, and very perfectionist. So, kaya maganda din naman yung depiction niya for the Mataray. Next, King of Wands. A King of Wands is somebody who is like engaged in a business, magaling sa business, kaya for the manggagawa nga siya. Next, let's go to the Suit of Cups, okay? The Suit of Cups, ang first niya is for the damdamin. this is a good depiction kasi ang Ace of Cups, the Cups card is like emotions, is governed by emotions. Kaya for it's the start of something. It's the start of, usually, it depicts the start of love. Eto naman, tingnan natin. M. Tama naman yung depiction niya. Actually, ang Two of Cups para sa akin is a card of true love. So, for the MU, siguro yung true love sa mga generation ko, MU na lang sa Gen Z. Game. Next. Ang Three of Cups is a card of celebration. Kaya ang ano niya dito, keyword niya naman sa for the tarot, for the fiesta. Tama naman. Next. Actually, ang Four of Cups, parang baliktad. Parang baliktad ako. Okay, ito, Four of Cups. Four of Cups, ang for the luho. Paano ba? Kasi yung Four of Cups denotes something na you take for granted the other things. You can't see the other things that's being offered to you by the universe kasi ang nakafixate ka lang sa isang sa isang bagay. So, you refuse to see the other things that are being offered to you. So, for the luho, baka kaya siya luho kasi yun lang nakikita mo, hindi mo napapansin yung iba, or you're taking for granted other things din. Tapos, fixated ka lang sa isang avenue or sa isang incident, ganyan. Next, for the dismaya. So, the Five of Wands is a card of despair. So, tama naman siya for the dismaya. Next. The Six of Cups denotes like yung childhood memories, or these are the people that you've already met in your life. So, this is the reminiscing of the past, especially of your childhood. So, nakalagay nga, for the alaala. Next. So, ang Seven of Cups is like you being offered different choices. Kaya ang dami mong cups dyan. And you're having a difficulty selecting from that choices kasi marami ka nakikita. Kaya for the commitment, kasi hindi ka makapag-commit kung ano talaga gusto mo, hindi ka makapili. Kaya for the commitment, ibig sabihin yan, you're having a difficult time choosing. Oh, okay naman pala. Next. Natawa talaga ako. This is the Eight of Cups is a card that you're leaving something behind. Ibig sabihin, talagang you realize that it's now time to move on and leave things behind because you realize that the situation is not for you and it's not doing you good, so you choose to leave things behind. So, ibig sabihin, suko ka na, parang ayaw mo na, ayawan na. Tama naman yung depiction niya, pass na, for the pass na. pass na muna, ganyan. Actually, the Nine of Cups, I'm so sorry, I'm having a asthma attack. Okay. The Nine of Cups is a wish card. It's a wish granted. Kaya ang depiction niya, for the katuparan. Nice. I see myself using this when I go live. Kaya lang bihira na ako mag-live sa TikTok because I'm very busy. But, ang ganda. Oh, ito. Ten of Cups is a card of completion. It denotes a happy family life. Parang, it's like love exists. It's the last card of it's the completion card of the Ten of Cups. So, it denotes happiness, stability within the family. Kaya yan, nakalagay for the happy ending. Nice. Ang Page of Cups naman, tama naman, ang Page of Cups are, because this is a very emotional page, usually, masyadong his head is in the clouds. Medyo medyo ito yung type na palaging nagde-daydream na page, o kaya dalagita tapos pitchel. I remember when I was in elementary sa Elizabeth Seton School. Um, ano, Lagi ako napapagalitan ng teacher ko kasi lagi ako nakatingin sa labas. Wala lang. Sasabihin niya may ini-imagine akong boyfriend. Wala naman talaga, wala lang. Meron lang akong iniisip na iba, probably pagkain. Pero, ayan yun eh, parang ganun yung ano, yung Page of Cups, yung energy niya is somebody young whose head is in the clouds. So, maganda yung depiction niya for the nangangarap and then you have the clouds here. Next. Knight of Cups is it's a messenger also. So it denotes somebody coming into your life and it also denotes courtship. Kaya ang nakalagay for the ligawan. Next. Next we have the Queen of Cups for the pakikiramay. Um I don't know. A Queen of Cups is somebody who, sa Rider-Waite is somebody who is like parang ano, deeply in love. It's somebody na parang who's in love with somebody. Basta, it denotes like a deep emotion being felt. So, for the pakikiramay, hindi ko pa makita yung ano niya. Pero, pakikiramay, I'll think about it. Next, talaga ang ano, ang King of Cups when it like you draw it and it signifies a person, it ang depiction ng person niya is somebody who is really in love with you. It's somebody who is a good-natured person. It's somebody na being a king is in control of his emotions. So tama naman siya na mabait talaga ang King of Cups for the kabaitan. Next. So, we go to the espada or the sword suit. Ang sword suit is like an air, being an air sign, being a suit of air, it denotes like clear communications. So, the Ace of Swords denotes when you draw it, you being clear about something or you are like making a decision na klarong-klaro, na it's very clear to you. Nice, tama naman, pasok. You can hear my cat Malos crying in the background. Ewan ko anong gusto na naman niya ng cakes. So, the Two of Swords is a card of truce. Parang ano to, truce muna tayo, parang tabla-tabla. For the medyo lito, ganyan. Next, Three of Swords. Ito talaga, card talaga to ng mga sawi talaga. It denotes emotional loss, emotional pain. So, tama siya for the sawi. Next. Ito kasi, when you like draw the Four of Swords, it denotes like resting from a battle. So, parang pahinga ka muna para manalo ka sa buong yera later on. So, it denotes a period of rest. So, kaya siya for the muni-muni, it gives you a time to reflect. Kasi nga, nagpapahinga ka. Next. Ito kasi, the Five of Swords is like you reaping the spoils of war. So, for the talo sila. So, talo nga yun sila. Kaya makikita mo nakangiti itong parang ikaw ang nagbuwagi from the battle. Ang Six of Swords denotes a travel or leaving a place or a short travel. Tama naman siya for the takas. Next. Next, we have the Seven of Swords. Ang Seven of Swords is a card of theft. Okay? So, it denotes something na ninakaw sa'yo. So, syempre, pag may nananakaw, para ka lang tinrader. So, ang ganda ng depiction niya for the trader talaga. Next. Ito, ang ganda ng depiction niya sa swords sa Eight of Swords. Kasi, if you see the Eight of Swords, ito yung parang you are imprisoning yourself from something na ikaw rin may gawa. Kasi if you see the Eight of Swords in the Rider-Waite, nakakulong siya, pero hindi naman siya, ibig sabihin, hindi naman siya naka-surrounded by the entire swords. Anytime pwede siyang umalis. Tapos yung nakatali sa kanya, hindi rin naman mahigpit. Tapos parang ano lang, parang she is imprisoning herself with her own beliefs. Kaya nakalagay ito, for the kawawa, tapos may question mark. Ibig sabihin, questionable yung pagiging kawawa mo. It's all in your mind. So, you are the one imprisoning yourself from probably a situation or katang isip mo lang, ganyan. So, for the kawawa, tama. Next, ang Nine of Swords indicates parang restless sleep. Kaya makikita mo, waking up from sleep, para kang binabangungot, tama, for the bangungot. Eto, sa akin, ang Ten of Swords is somebody like stabbing you from the back and you're letting that person do it to yourself. So, parang ano na to, kasi Ten of Swords, parang it's a card of pagod na pagod ka na, parang ayaw mo na lumaban. So, kaya siya for the pagod. Page of Swords is depicted by Bagito. Kasi ang Page of Swords, kasi ang Swords is a card of communication, a card of logic, yung sword suit. It's tamang-tama yung ano niya, yung depiction niya ng Page of Swords kasi sunog kilay. The Page of Swords is somebody who's still learning something. So it's basically tama yung depiction niya as student, learning something, kaya sunog kilay nakalagay. This is somebody who loves to learn. Next. Ang Knight of Swords kasi, very gung-ho yung personality niyan. Ito yung tipo na ang vibe niya sa akin, para siyang si Andres Bonifacio. Action first bago mag-isip, parang ganon. So, ito yung tipo ng knight or person na walang fear, susugod at susugod talaga, basta hindi papasok sa belief system niya. So, tama naman for the bara-bara, kasi masyado siyang action-oriented, sometimes he forgets to think. Next. Reyna ng Espada. Yeah, very objective. The Queen of Swords is somebody who really thinks a lot and mas mataas yung logical mind niya as opposed to the Queen of Cups na very governed by emotion. So, tama yung depiction na very objective for the objective. Next, King of ay talaga, alam mo ba, pag nakakabunot ako ng King of Swords in any of my decks, sabihin ko, parang di ko type yung personality niya. This is someone who's straightforward, someone who really doesn't give a hoot kung ano yung mararamdaman mo, basta sasabihin niya yung gusto niyang sabihin. This is somebody na may double-edged yung sword na mga, ano niya, yung salita. Masakit siyang magsalita. So, sometimes, very ano siya, very hurtful talaga. Ito yung mga taklesa. So, tama siya for the prangka. Okay, let's go to the suit of pentacles. Nasa for the tarot is your suit of Celio. So, tama, the Ace of Pentacles is the start, it's an opportunity to earn, to be financially independent. So, tama naman, for the oportunidad. Next, naririnig na ako ni Malos, gusto niya na ng treats. Okay, next, for the sabay-sabay, it's like balancing a lot of things at the same time. Kaya medyo hirap ka magbalanse kasi sabay-sabay mo siyang sabay-sabay mo siyang hinahawakan, or parang it's like denotes na yung finances mo hindi pa ganun ka-stable, so you're balancing it ng sabay. So, tama naman. So this denotes an artist showing his work, yung Three of Coins, to other people. So a three is a card of partnership din. So tama naman siya for the tulungan. So parang I see here tatlong engineers or architects showing their work to the other friends. Tama naman. Next, actually, tama yung depiction niya dito. Yung four of coins, it's like holding something very close to you and you don't want to give it away. So, for the damot nga. Next, the five of coins, this is a card of poverty. Kaya ang depiction niya for the kulang. Nice. Next. Actually, the Six of Coins is a card that denotes somebody who's already capable of giving something to other people. So, kaya for the mapagbigay. Next. So this is the Seven of Cups is like reaping what you have planted, or you are waiting for whatever it is that you planted to prosper. So for the paglaki. So makikita mo dito sa Rider-Waite, ibinabantayan nung nagplant yung paglaki ng mga pentacles na tinanim niya. So tama naman for the paglaki. Waiting for the fruits of your labor to bloom. Next, this is a card of workmanship for the integrity. Oh, working hard gives you integrity. Nice. Next, this is like a card of prosperity. Kaya, tama naman siya for the sagana. Nice. Next, this is the Ten of Cups. It denotes completion, happy family life. Kaya for the pamilya. Tama. Page of Pentacles is a young person who knows how to take care of his money. Kaya for the pag-iipon siya. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Ay, nasan yung ano ko? Wait lang. Knight of Pentacles pala muna. Sorry naman. Knight of Pentacles. So, mensahero ng selyo. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is very practical. Ito yung tipo na ano, you know the peeps, the king, queen, and Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles are people who really know to take care of their money. So for the practical, this is one of the practical knights. Next, talaga manager talaga to. This is someone who knows how to manage resources. So tama naman ang depiction niya sa queen for the manager. Next is, last but not the least, ang King of Pentacles is denotes somebody who is rich. Kaya nga king siya ng Pentacles. So, for the marangya. I'm really amazed of how this new artist like are able to really respect kung ano man yung whatever symbolism there is in the Rider-Waite. And I would say na yung kung ano yung plano ng creator dito for this deck, like being able to produce a deck na hindi na for Gen Z people is really very nice. Kasi ang ano niya to, ang sabi niya, I've always been a fan of practical magic tarot deck. It has the ability to give messages in a fun, colorful way. So, gusto naman niyang yung Gens makagawa ng deck which is speaks the Gen Z language. I think he was able to achieve that. And also since actually doon lang ako medyo magtatanong sa kanya tungkol doon sa depiction niya ng Queen of Cups, no? But overall, I would suggest this particular deck to beginners. This is a very, very nice deck. Very, very well thought of. Tapos, yung mga, ano niya pa, yung mga keywords niya is very on point. Parang, you don't need to memorize the meaning of the Rider-Waite system. Plus, it's in Filipino language or in the Gen Z lingo. Kaya, ang dali-dali mong mai-apply sa sarili mo or to the person you're reading. You don't have to translate in between. Kasi, pag nakita mo na uh, yung cues or yung what do you call this, pag nakita mo na yung depiction or yung how he described it, yung clue words niya, pasok talaga sa banga. Yun talaga yung meaning niya. So overall, I really love this deck. I hope he can still publish this in a much more thicker card stock kasi sobrang ganda ng art. I love the art. And I can also see myself using this for readings kasi ang dami niyang layers, ang daming mong pwedeng makita sa images na you could also na bring nuances to your reading. So, I was thinking before na parang ano naman to, parang katulad sabi ko dun sa Oracle, parang ano, parang di ba madedesecrate yung tarot dyan or yung Oracle or yung reading system. But, the creator of this deck is really knowledgeable. He really like studied and delved into the meaning of all the cards in the RWS system. I'd also give it a 10 over 10, like my other favorite card, yung Astral Echo si Bloomy Bird. And I think this is also one of the decks that I will go to whenever I do live readings, like when I go live in TikTok. And I hope really publishes like a book or a guidebook kasi ang ganda niyang very ano yung meaning niya. He can express the meaning of each card very simple, in a very simple way, na yung people can really understand. Wala nang paligoy-ligoy. Halimbawa, paano ba? Halimbawa, yung meaning niya ng ano, ng for the what do you call this, the full card for the Gora Bells, it's a risky start. Okay, ang ganda ng depiction niya. I think when I will wait if he decides to write a guidebook for this particular tarot, and I would really want to see how he writes or how he parang um gives his opinion bakit ganito niya pinortray itong bakit ganito yung design ng card na to. And I would really love to see him explain in that particular guidebook that he's going to publish kung paano, how he arrived at that particular design to illustrate the meaning of each card. Wala, yun lang. I hope you give this tarot a chance kasi I was amazed kasi sobrang lighthearted niya, pati yung death card niya. Sobrang lighthearted niya. I really love the design. As in, ang ganda-ganda ng design niya. Very Gen Z, ang collage na ang ganda. Hindi lang siya basta-basta naglagay ng picture dyan. Talagang pinag-isipan niya kung ano yung ilalagay niya sa bawat picture. Tapos yung ano niya, yung mga description niya, bawat card, napaka on point. I really like this creator. I hope I get to meet him soon in one of his events. Actually, he also has other oracle cards. I think it's the Midnight Musings Oracle, where he showcases his watercolor paintings. And in that particular oracle deck, para bang when he was conceptualizing the deck, he was listening to this playlist sa Spotify. So he also included yung playlist niya while he was conceptualizing the deck. Very, very artistically made. Ang ganda-ganda. Parang this, if you know the, what they call this, yung cards ni Daniel Noel, yung Star Child, and then Akashic Tarot cards, and also the Moonchild Tarot. Ano na to, ibig sabihin, yung images dito sa deck ng For the Tarot, will give that deck a run for the creator's money. Ang ganda-ganda. Plus, very, very, very close to the heart of a Filipino kasi yung lingo niya is the common lingo that we normally use yung mga kabataan, yung mga Gen Z. So, very, very nice talaga. Nagpapapansin na yung cat ko. Nakanta siya paggabi. So, I think for all those aspiring tarot readers there, I would suggest that you give this deck a try. It's not that expensive, but it's really very nice to have in your collection, and not just a collection, you will definitely use this deck. Kasi ano siya parang straight to the point siya. Wala lang yun lang. So, if you wanna buy this, I bought this dun sa favorite shop ko. Isa sa favorite shop ko, Mystic Whims. Okay? And then, I like the owner of that shop. Pag sinabi kong, meron ka bang unboxing niyan? Magpapadala yun sa akin ng video. Just to, show you the cards. Well, this will be one of my go-to decks, and I really had fun unboxing it, especially siguro when I use it sa reading. Okay, that's all, beautiful souls. Thank you for watching. Please do give me a follow in Instagram, TikTok, and my YouTube channel. Bye! Happy New Year!